Mujeres sold swallows of mezcal in defiance of dry laws. It meant officers with dried blood clinging to boots, sharpened edges, gathered in groups and pushed through the doors holding warrants with misspelled names. They scuffed through homes filled with men's absence after breath, was crushed from throats and slights, imagined or invented post-mortem, were snuffed with a grin, a gun, or a rope. The poet wonders at such directness. Say it slant. Do not share an obvious story of threads woven into ropes used to murder men, change history. The historian asks, what is the issue here? It happened. All the slanting and angling coded this theological history of democracy and triumph with dust. Light enough to brush aside and ignore, histories remain hidden in wall spaces, under beds, beneath homes. Can a poet even use theological in a poem? To live in the borderlands means we must resist the narrative that nature designed itself for some men's great fortunes. To be divided where borders exist and render us foreign again and again. Resist the story that threads naturally wove themselves into ropes that bullets eased into brown bodies and hollowed screams, breaths, and stories. We fight to resist the silence, haunting crushed throats, where voices, perches, and love's touch should signal the closing of eyes, the relaxed tilting of head. I wonder, how did my grandfather, who traversed the border's length, resist the rope when my brother could not break the gun's barrel gaze? To remain in the borderlands means we must resist gifting them our last words, our absence, or the forgetting of ropes tightening. These are not our last breath or days here. In the borderlands, we gathered ourselves and crushed, splayed glass covering the floor of a gutted hotel, a ranger's rotting monument, walls that witness last breaths have against overgrown trees. Displayed crawl graffiti and the words "fuck Trump" everywhere. Monuments toppled. These are not our last breaths or days here. Our remembering tightens around this theological master narrative. It gasps last screams, fears its last days, without a rope or even the threat of a gun. Carolina Monsivias. So I love the poem.